Starting this pod has been its own nightmare. For the love of God. Are we recording finally? Yes. Thank you. By George, I think we've got it. Welcome to the Pod Wash. To the Pod Wash, yeah. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm losing my fucking mind. I don't think I can cuss that early into the thing. Fuck. Shit. Damn it. Keep doing it. Breach. Anywho, all right. Shout out to the YouTube viewership, Spotify listenership, Podbean listenership, iHeart listenership. This is back-to-back rough intros for the pod. I don't even think I said hello. How rude of me. Hello to all you lovely people out there. If you're viewing this, watching this, listening to this, streaming this, whatever you're doing. But I heard a meow. Hey, come here. What's the matter? You came in here. Yeah, you got nothing to say. All right, then. We're just going to keep moving. Like I was saying. Oh, go ahead. This is a great start. Shout out to the YouTube viewership, Spotify listenership, Podbean listenership, iHeart listenership, Google Podcast listenership. Fuck Apple because they won't accept my artwork. When I finally upload a new artwork, you'll be the first ones to know, Apple, and maybe we could get together, have a little la la, you know, little. Anyway, stupid ass intros aside, welcome to episode 35 of the Trey Smith Perspective. I am your host, Trey Smith, here with another episode of whatever the whiteboard's got to dish up for me, man. Where should we start? Where should we start? I've tend to have been starting in different places, but I think we'll just start with sports again real quick, just to run through it. I don't really feel like talking sports today. Some days I feel like talking sports more than other days. Finals. We'll do a quick run because we're dead in the middle of the finals as I'm recording this, and by the time this comes out, I don't think they'll be. Finals might be wrapped up. It's game 3. It's 1-1. Warriors just ran the Celtics out of town in game 2, but game 1, Celtics were able to steal game 1 with a 40-point fourth quarter. Great efforts from Jaylen Brown, Marcus Smart, Al Horford in particular in that first game. Second game, really no one to be found except for Jason Tatum, but I would still say Jason Tatum should play better. I think I said Jason Tatum instead of Jason Tatum, which is my bad. Other than that, I still am sticking to my pick, Warriors in 5 or 6. Celtics got to show me more than one solid quarter where they just shot. I mean, they shot lights out from 3 really all of game 1, but in the fourth quarter it was dumb. Like, they just wouldn't miss a shot in the fourth quarter. They played great defense. But then in game 2 they played shit defense. So we'll see how that goes. What about football? Let's switch to football. We can still squeeze some football news into this show before football talk comes back. Fitzmagic has retired. I believe we could have covered that last week, but I kind of let it slip through the cracks. Only reason I bring it up is because Stephon Tuitt retired, Pittsburgh Steelers D-tackle. Hadn't seen him play in 2 years. Obviously, I think a lot of us might have seen this coming because he has not played, or he hasn't played in years, and he hasn't stayed healthy in even longer. Like, he's always had an issue, really, his whole career with injuries. So, wish him the best post-retirement. The one thing that kind of stole my attention, I was watching a video on it before I started shooting this pod. I was eating a ham sandwich. Was the Channing Crowder Cam Newton exchange on the Pivot. Now, I didn't see the whole Pivot episode. I normally do watch the Pivot because I like the Pivot. Oh, before I get into that, rest in peace, Marion Barber. Rest in peace, Marion Barber. It's not down here with the rest of the sports stuff. It's up here. I must have wrote it down at a different time. But I have not seen that on enough sports outlets, and I haven't seen that get really enough attention because Marion Barber was a beast, and he was a running back for the Cowboys. He unfortunately passed, so condolences, thoughts, and prayers go out to his family and things of that nature. But just wanted to get that out there because I was a big fan of Marion Barber, actually. I was a fan of that team that he was just on because, like, I don't really like the Cowboys, but I think I've gone over this on this pod before. I'm a fan of, like, players. I was a big Tony Romo fan, T.O. fan. I like Jason Witten in his heyday. Marion Barber. There was Patrick Creighton, Miles Austin. There's another one I'm forgetting. I think that was before Roy Williams got there, but he kind of stunk. Like, he had a couple good years in Detroit, but he was kind of a bust. Anyway, I did not see the whole episode, so I don't want to speak too heavily on it. But it seemed basically like a rerun of Cam's I Am Athlete interview from 2 years ago where he was saying there's not 32 guys better than me. I deserve to be on a team somewhere. But Channing Crowder this time was like, nah, bro, I don't see it. I can't accept it. You say you're better than 32 other guys, I can't accept it. Now, there's two things to this for me. On one hand, I'm like, all right, I respect it. Tell it how it is because I agree. I think most of us out there who watched football last year would agree that Cam Newton probably should not be a starter in the league at this point. He went to Carolina, had the one good game where he was there for 3 days, and then it was just bad all season. Now, you could say that's not an advantageous for any quarterback to have to come in and potentially learn a whole new system with a whole new locker room that was there than when you left. Because when he left Carolina and he came back, whole new shit. And he had to kind of learn that right away. But, I mean, you kind of got to make the most of your situations. He was saying that he was in a fucked up situation. But it didn't even look good, so I'm fucking with this lighting here. This shit fucking pisses me off every time. It's always so good before I start shooting. Every fucking time before I start shooting. But then we start shooting, and my face just gets even more pale, and I get pissed. Anyway, back to what I was saying. But Channing Crowder said he can't accept it. Now, on one hand, I respect it and I agree. On the second hand, this is what comes back to my previous point about Channing Crowder. I don't think he could say that to Cam Newton. I don't know if Cam Newton's a Hall of Famer, per se, but he's an MVP. He was the face of a franchise for a decade. Was a winner for a decade. Solid numbers. I don't think Channing Crowder can say that to him. I think the only person on that show that could say that to Cam is Fred. And Fred would never say it that way. I don't even think RC could say it. And he's got a Super Bowl or two. No, just one Super Bowl. But I don't even think he could say it. I don't think Channing could say that. It just comes back to, like, it's just like if I'm putting myself in Cam's shoes, like, in my mind, or even, like, my previous point, but when he kind of got a little wild with Barkley as well. Like, just saying, like, just wording things a little bit too, like, little bit too loosely. When you're in the presence of, like, a Hall of Famer. You're in the presence of Cam Newton. Superman. League MVP. I don't think you could say the proof isn't in the pudding. You ain't a starting quarterback to him. To his face. I just don't think you can. But, again, I respect it. So it's like, and Channing's entertaining. And he's good at his job. So it's like, part of it's why the pivot is so fucking, so good to watch. Because you know Channing's not going to hold back. You know RC's probably going to say something a little off the cuff every now and then, as buttoned up as he tries to be. And Fred's just going to balance it. And Fred's just going to be chill and just balance the whole thing. Just the quiet leader. And just guide the fucking ship. I don't think I see RC trying to get Chris Brown on a pivot. That was a clear shot of trying to get Chris Brown on a pivot. Ryan Clark want to go on Twitter talking about Chris Brown's obviously more talented than Michael Jackson. Now, if we want to have the conversation, it could be a long conversation. But he knows. But now we'll take that, put it aside for a second. He knows damn well that conversation is going to get him eaten up. I seen 2,850 some odd responses, and I seen 1,200 likes. I said, he getting swallowed. He getting swallowed in the mentions. Not that I completely disagree, because Chris Brown is an artist now. If we talking talent, longevity, yeah, I know Michael had all of it as well. Could Michael rap, sing, dance, act, hoop, play ball? Could he paint, graffiti? I don't know, man. Ew. Chris Brown been famous. Now, I don't want to do the longevity thing because Mike had longevity, and then I feel like other circumstances in the last like decade or two of Mike's life led to the ending that Mike had. So I don't want to play the longevity card, even though I feel like Chris's longevity should definitely be appreciated, especially if you're my age, because our whole life Chris has been famous. Woo! What you talking about? Like, that's like been since we were like this fucking tall. Like, mama, you had babies, all that, but you like, give me that. 16. That first Chris Brown EP, whatever, 16. Crazy. Mind blowing. So if we want to have the conversation, I don't know if this is the I'm not going to have it with myself in this corner. The conversation can be had, though. That conversation can be had. Because I'm sure Mike was athletic. I'm sure Mike was artistic. Could he act? Could he hoop? Could he hoop well, too? Like, say what you want about his acting. He's a pretty good hooper. Good athlete in general, because you gotta be an athlete to be able to fucking run, jump up the fucking walls, and flip and fucking do this. Now, I don't want to fucking dick ride Chris Brown too hard on this fucking pause, because this is breezy month. 6/24, the album is coming. The track list was released. I'm glad that you brought it up. Let's pull this track list up. I gotta be honest. When I seen the track list, when he released the track list this morning, I was like, that's it? There's 23 songs. Now that's long by today's standards. So they might you lucky you get 12 songs by today's standards. Shit, most of them you lucky you get 10 actually. This 23. I was a little disappointed it wasn't 49 songs like it has been. But what that does tell me is that he feels really good about these 23. That he's chopped that extra fat off. But what it also tells me is that this boy got a deluxe coming right around the corner with like 20 extra records. I don't even doubt it. But right off rip, what's drawing me right off rip? Possessive. That's giving me some toxic vibes that I definitely feel like I will both relate to and need in my life once this record drops. Jumped right out to me. Sex Memories. Bad Dinner. On some new shit. Yeah, I wanna I can't wait for this album. I can't wait for this album. 23 records, shorter than it has been. I think a majority kind of ate him up for them. You can't. I never get through these fucking 50 songs. But you know, his fans do, and we bopped to 45 of them motherfuckers. Anyway, we all know it's breezy month. We've kind of bounced all over the place here. Where should we go next? Well, we're kind of in music, so I guess we could stay here. The Post Malone album came out. I've only listened to 3 songs off it, so I'm not going to say anything. Not that I didn't want to listen. I have to be in a mood for Post Malone. I don't know what happened, but I played the first record, and I can't remember which one of them first 3 records. It might have been all 3 of them. He's going like that from the chest singing, like just oh he's going. And I didn't want to hear it at work. I was like, I do not want to fucking hear this right now. And I took that shit out. Changed my shit. Put something else on. Put the shit back in. Kept going. I was not trying to Not trying to hear it. I will double back because that's disrespectful. And I do need to listen to it. And I do like Post Malone. It's just I do not like Post Malone when I'm at work. There's some artists I just cannot listen to while I'm at work. And I guess Post Malone is one of them. I thought Logic had an album coming out. I saw that somewhere. I went to Logic's page. I saw no album. Be that as it may. The Inside Deluxe version of the Bo Burnham special, the songs, is now on DSPs. He added all the shit from the YouTube outtakes video. That was about an hour and 12 minutes. Plus some OSTs, which I would have liked to know they were on there before I started listening to it at work. And then there's just an hour, or not an hour, there's like a minute and a half instrumental playing. And I'm like, when is the words coming? What in the shit? I think that's about it for music. I did want to double back to the Inside outtakes because I just kind of like brushed over them, but we know I like Bo Burnham a lot around here, and the Inside outtakes are beautiful. There's some good shit on there that I thought maybe could have made the special. I understand why some of it wasn't though, like the Drake song 5 Years, where he sings. He basically sings it like a Views song. It's like a song on Views. It sounds just like a Drake song. 5 years, still you, still me, still here. That would have probably been a lot of people's favorite, but it doesn't really fit with the theme of the special. I get that. How was the best case scenario, Joe Biden? That would have been hilarious to have in there, but again, would have probably pulled the wrong attention and would have pulled attention away from the special, so I understand why it wasn't in there. Yeah, pretty much everything that wasn't in, I understand why it wasn't in. It made me kind of retroactively like Inside even more than I already did. Not that I saw any flaws with it, but it made me really see how tight it was, because he was just sifting through whatever was coming to his mind. There was the one song I wish was in there. The one song I wish was in there was the Future song. But even that one, I understand why it wasn't in there, because how do you segue from that into something else, and then what do you put it in after if you're not going to put the third Bezos thing in? Oh, no, Jeffrey Bezos 4 is fucking amazing, too. There's no way you don't like that one away. That one at all. I'm sticking with Jeffrey Preston Bezos. I get a feeling when I look in his eyes. Do you need 180 billion different reasons why I'm sticking with Jeffrey Bezos? All right. I think that's it, music-wise. Did I bring up Drake? Because I'm sick of seeing fake Drake everywhere. I'm sick of seeing him on the fucking Snapchat thing. I'm sick of seeing him on my YouTubes. I'm sick of seeing people interview him. I'm sick of seeing that he gets $10,000. Look, do I look like anybody? Hold up. Just get a look, get an angle. Hold up, get the side profile. Know what I mean? Do I look like anybody? These motherfuckers are making bank just for looking like people. I don't even think he was performing a Drake song. It was just like, yo. I've been told I kind of look like Tom Holland. I'll pretend to be British and fucking put on a Spider-Man outfit. Absolutely. You just give me a little dialect coach, you know what I'm saying? Have me in there. Do the whole thing. Who else do I look like? Maybe that fucking, that one dude off, SNL. You know who I think I actually, am a lot like in looks and kind of personality? That's a celebrity that nobody brings up. I was thinking about this today. I think I kind of look like Glenn Howard in a little bit, and I act like him a little bit. Not that I mean to. I just kind of noticed that because I listen to the Always Sunny pod and I watch Always Sunny, and I feel like I kind of noticed that, but nobody ever brings that up. I've gotten one chick works at Justin Timberlake, but I think she was smoking crack, like actual crack. Justin Timberlake sold his catalog, $100 million for all past works that I believe he had written, sang, or produced or something. Anything he was really involved in from his past catalog, but nothing going forward. So, I don't know how I feel about that because I'm not really armed with the knowledge to know if that was profitable for him or not. But $100 million is $100 million, so congratulations. I don't have a soundboard to hit a fucking round of applause, but this episode is all over the fucking place. All over the place. I wanted to swing from the fake Drake thing into if you play defense on Drake at his crib, he has a security escort you out, and you won't be allowed back if you fuck up his jump shot. Some of the shit I just write, like I guess I just was sick of seeing Drake basketball videos on my IG timeline that day. It was just like I know for a fact, because there's been one too many fucking times I've seen it on the timeline that if you play defense on this motherfucker, he has you kicked out the crib. That's still hilarious. I do the same thing too. I'd be like, what are you doing? I'd be like, no, you're doing too much. Get out. He'd be like out of the game? He'd be like, no. Off my compound. Goodbye. Ta-ta. Cheerio. What else did I watch? Oh, there was what's today? Today is the 7th. The movie will be out as this pod drops. It's called Hustle with Adam Sandler and Kenny Smith. And I think Anthony Edwards is in it, and there's another young NBA player that's in it that's one of the main characters, as my cat creeps in ever so softly. Or not so soft. Just very... What's the matter? Oh... Everybody want to be a star. Yeah, that Adam Sandler movie is on Netflix on June 8th. It will be out by the time this pod comes out. We will probably talk about that next week. But I did watch the Adam Sandler Kevin Garnett podcast promoting it. I actually really enjoyed it. Those two definitely have a good chemistry, and I like KG's podcast. KG is entertaining. KG has always been entertaining, but KG deserves to have his own platform in some way, shape, or form, and I hope that the podcast lasts a while for him. They seem to know what they're doing over there with these basketball players and their media platforms over at Showtime. So I hope that they continue to kind of push that forward and grow that. Matt Barnes, Steven Jackson, now KG, keep growing that. I believe there's one more that's got a deal over there, maybe two more. But I know those three for sure. Those are the ones I watch, but... So shout out to those guys. What else have I watched? Barry, episode 6 and 7, the season finale. We will talk... I keep hitting my leg on this fucking thing. The season finale, we will talk about next week. It's getting good, man. It's getting good, man. I can't believe I was going to come in here at some point and talk shit about this season of Barry because, my God, it's going. It's just going. But 1 and 2, 1 was good, 2 was meh, 3 was like, is this where we're going? And then 4 was like, oh. And then 5 was like, oh. And then 6 was like, oh. And 7 is like, oh. And 8's probably going to be like, oh. I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to jinx it. So I'm not going to say that. But it's good. Watch Barry if you haven't watched Barry. One thing I'm really enjoying that I did not think I would enjoy is the fucking Obi-Wan show. Now, of course, you're gonna go on some social media platform, some piece of internet somewhere, and some Star Wars fan is gonna have a problem with something in it. Just watch it and enjoy it for yourself. If you're someone like me, now let me break down my fandom of Star Wars. All right, I didn't watch Star Wars my whole life until The Force Awakens came out. Yeah, oh my god! Yeah, all the Star Wars fans just fucking lit up like fucking tiki torches and are ready to fucking storm my house and fucking tear me apart limb from limb. Because, hold up, wait for it, that's my favorite Star Wars movie. Oh! Never watched it my whole life, but then kind of got in through the video games a little bit, Battlefront a little bit, Force Unleashed back in the day a little bit. Didn't ever beat those games, but played them a little bit. Again, I stress a little bit. And then The Force Awakens kind of got me in, and then I called myself a Star Wars fan after that, just not a very good one. And then I believe it was The Last Jedi was the one after that. And I didn't like it as much, but then I saw everyone was just bugging. Everyone was just bugging. All the fans were bugging. I think that's like a universally hated movie. And then The Rise of Skywalker came and nobody liked it, and I actually kind of liked that movie. There was only like one or two parts of it I didn't like. The point is, I'm a very like surface level Star Wars fan. I more so enjoy the world. Like, my favorite piece of Star Wars media, period, is the Jedi Fallen Order video game, which just had its sequel announced, which is apparently running concurrent with Obi-Wan Kenobi, which is another reason why I'm watching the show. But I just like being in the world. It's space, it's cool, there's all these different characters, fucking creatures and gadgets and guns, and it's fucking cool, man. It's just sometimes when the characters start talking, you want to put a fucking gun in your mouth and pull the trigger. In some of the movies. And a lot of the newer shit, they mostly talk like fucking normal people. The dialogue's not fucking stupid. But in the first, 6 movies, man, some of the shit in them are fucking, whew. Dorks! This is me watching. Dorky, fuck. And I'm dorky as shit. It's just, it knocks me out. That's just me. It knocks me out. There's nothing wrong with you if it doesn't. It just, a lot of the dialogue in those first 6 Star Wars movies just knocks me out of it. And I'm like, oh my god, just fucking call me on Darth Vader shit. But anyway, Obi-Wan. Obi-Wan is very good. Watch it for yourself. My point I was trying to make was watch it for yourself and form your own opinion, because it seems to be 50-50 with Star Wars fans right now. I know some Star Wars fans that are loving it, and I know some that are like, dude, they're like fucking up the canon. I'm enjoying the shit out of it. Because fucking Darth Vader badass. Ewan McGregor killing it. The only thing I don't like are these weird, awkward little fucking chase scenes with this little girl. No one can catch little Leia running through a forest. You're all fucking trained soldiers. This is just a child running through the woods. And everyone's like, oh! And she fucking runs under a branch. Like, what? Like, come on now. Hop the branch, slide down, grab the fucking kid with one arm. Let's go. What the fuck are we doing? But I'm really enjoying it. Did we get into the... No, I don't think Johnny Depp won, and I don't think I mentioned it yet. He did. He did. Johnny Depp wins his defamation trial against Amber Heard, which it's kind of very obvious that he was going to if you were watching the whole fucking trial. I mean, like, when it's on video or audio of literally the bitch, I didn't punch you, I hit you. And then it's on video or on audio of him being like, I'm telling. Do it, pussy, you won't. No one gonna believe you anyway. I'm paraphrasing, of course. But, like, do what you want. Ain't nobody gonna care. You got a dick, dog. I got a pussy and tits. I'm the real victim here. I'm paraphrasing, of course. For jokes. Don't jump down my throat, and I'm sorry about the language. Donna, if you're listening. Alright. Johnny Depp put out a statement on his IG after the win. I want to read that, and then we will move swiftly along. 6 years ago, the life of my children, my life, the lives of those closest to me, and also the lives of the people who for many, many years have supported and believed in me were forever changed, all in the blink of an eye. False, very serious, and criminal allegations were levied at me via the media, which triggered an endless barrage of hateful content. Although no charges were ever brought against me, it had already traveled around the world twice within a nanosecond, and it had been a seismic impact on my life and on my career. And 6 years later, the jury gave me my life back. I am truly humbled. He could have made this font a little bit bigger. I mean, my God. I don't even think he used Times New Roman. Like, this is one of the weird ones where it looks like splotchy, like it was almost like wet. Anyway, my decision to pursue this case, knowing very well the height of the legal hurdles that I would be facing and the inevitable worldwide spectacle into my life, was only made after considerable thought. My decision to pursue this case, knowing very well the height of the legal hurdles that I would be facing and the inevitable worldwide spectacle into my life, was only made after... I think he worded that weird. I don't think I'm that stupid. I think he just worded that weird. From the very beginning, the goal of bringing this... case was to reveal... See, I think he's wording shit weird. I don't think I'm this stupid. Is that a weird way to start that? From the very beginning, the goal of bringing this case was to reveal the truth. Regardless of the outcome, speaking the truth was something that I owed to my children and to all those who have remained steadfast in their support of me. I feel at peace knowing I have finally accomplished that. I am and have been overwhelmed by the outpouring of love and the colossal support and kindness from around the world. I hope that my quest to have the truth be told will have helped others, men or women, who have found themselves in my situation, and that those supporting them may never give up. I also hope that the position will now return to innocent until proven guilty, both within the courts and in the media. I just wish to acknowledge the noble work of the judge, the jurors, the court staff, and the sheriffs who have sacrificed their own time to get this point, and to my diligent and unwavering legal team who did an extraordinary job in helping me to share the truth. This is best. The best is yet to come, and a new chapter has finally begun. Veritas non perit. Truth never perishes. I feel like he worded some shit weird in there. He made me sound dumb, real dumb. Listen, I don't have the reading level of Charles Barkley. I was reading that, and then he had some weird shit in there. I was bringing this case. And then he said, okay, he did put to get to this point. I skipped to the to get. But I thought he said to this point. I thought he said to the jurors, the court staff, and the sheriffs who have sacrificed their own time to this point. I was like, Even actually saying that out loud now, it doesn't sound as weird as I initially thought. But when I was reading it in conjunction with I'm stupid. We're just going to keep that moving. Anyway. I think that's about everything on the big board, ain't it? Yeah, not a lot, right? It has JJ Redick is trying to save ESPN on here. JJ Redick is trying to save ESPN, apparently. I don't remember why I wrote that. But I could assume it's because he's probably the best analyst I've seen on there in the last fucking however many years. Excluding Stephen A, obviously. But he at this point has just become a fucking... a caricature of himself. It's loud and the craziest, most rash point every day. And just do that day after day after day after day. And honestly, I like Pat Bev. On there. I think Pat Bev will have a nice little home there whenever he's done playing. I've been enjoying watching Pat Bev and JJ Redick kind of make their rounds from show to show to show. What else we got here? What did we get into last weekend? I did have a graduation party to attend to. Shout out to little Rachel. Graduated. All grown up. That's kind of what my point what I brought up last episode, where you really don't realize like how much time's passed or how old you are till like you're at a family reunion and then someone's like, hey, how old are you? And you say, I'm 25. And then they go, holy shit! You know, it's kind of like that when I'm pulling up to little Rachel's grad party and it's like, holy shit! I'm old. That was a good time. Wasn't there very long. Had some running around to do after that. And then I fucking, I think I ran into some trouble after that, actually. Yeah. I did. Because I had to go to the gas station. And I hate when I go to a gas station and the gas station is fucking packed. 6 fucking people in the gas station. That's a lot of fucking people for a gas station. Alright? Don't be like, only 6 people. That's at least however many motherfuckers I gotta stand behind. Just so I can get fucking 20 on whatever. And then in this gas station is one of the prime examples of a customer that shouldn't do the things they do. If you're gonna fucking linger around and just hang out and talk to the employee in shorts, tank top, and a cane, just maybe shut the fuck up when I'm trying to get my gas. If I'm going, alright, I literally walk up to the counter. After I watch him do this to 4 other fucking individuals, I walk up to the counter and I say, can I get 20 on punch? And then she fucking says something to him and goes, I'm sorry, what did you say? Can I get 20 on? And then he walks around me, all the way around me, back over to, can I get 20 on pump 6, please? Thank you. Fuck. And they're like, I hate that shit. If you're gonna linger there and have a conversation with this woman behind the counter, which I don't know why, like, I don't know what do you got nothing else to do? Do you not have any programs you like to watch? You don't do nothing? You don't have a pet? You don't do nothing? Why are you spending a majority of your day standing around in here just chit-chatting? The fuck? No. And if you are, shut the fuck up when people are talking to the cashier. Like, what the fuck? I'm here to get gas, asshole. You ain't funny. And people like that do that because they want you to fucking look at them and be like, get in on the joke, bud. Shut up! I feel very strongly about this. Fucking linger, man. Linger. Like, get the fuck out. Just leaning on the fucking... I'm like here. It's not a big gas station. Shut. Ooh. And then I go to Target, and there should be 2 rules enacted. One in specifically Target. One in every place with a parking lot ever. Don't ever just walk straight horizontal across a parking lot. Obviously, if you have to, I guess, do it. But just know that you look like a murderer, or like you up to no good. This dude, he parks his car. So like, okay, I pull in, I park my car. I look straight ahead. I'm maybe 20 spots away from the entrance of the store. Like the very front of the store, 20 spots out. Nah, that's me. Now maybe 3 parking lanes straight ahead of me. This guy gets out of his car. Now normally, if he's going into the store, he would just walk around his car and maybe do like the diagonal walk, like where you walking forward and sideways at the same time. You not going this way, but you're not going that way. But where I am going is the Target. He gets out and he walks straight horizontal. Like he's walking like directly towards me. I'm thinking I'm about to get fucking run down on by some fucking little white dude with spiked hair and a Nautica pullover or a Nautica fucking collared shirt, fucking school picture day stripes on it and shit. Then he fucking just pivots and hangs a hard, like, 90-degree fucking and starts walking up the parking lot. And it was the weirdest thing I've ever seen. So I'm like, whoa, that guy is in here the same time as me. Keep my head on a swivel. But then I get in Target, and one of the most disheartening things you can hear when you walk into a Target is... Don't bring your fucking kids to Target. If you do, better not be fucking screaming. Take that shit to Walmart. This is a calm environment. We don't fucking do that here at Target. Do that at Walmart. When I walk into Walmart, I expect dragons flying, motherfuckers on stilts, old ladies racing carts, fucking the dudes from fucking Rocket Power having skateboard fucking races that woogity woogity woogity. I expect all that at Walmart. When I walk into Target, I want to hear the music. I want to hear the hello. I want to hear the hello, how are you doing, from the young man or woman wiping down the fucking carts when I walk in the door. And I want to hear my footsteps. And maybe the footsteps of the beautiful people around me as we shop through Target in peace. I don't want to hear your fucking kids screaming. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm at Target, is because I don't bring the shit I hate about Walmart to this store. Take it, or really any... No. I'm a fucking Gandalf standing out there in a fucking... How old's that baby? When's the last time that baby cried? No. Go. Bye. Get out of here. No. That baby looks sensitive. Nope. Looks too sensitive to come in here. Get it the fuck out of here. Fucking... Like in Walmart, I expect to see like little fucking kids like fucking cartwheeling from aisle to aisle over the top like spider monkeys. I'm expecting that. In Target? No. No. I'm expecting us to shop like we're in a society. And I'm going to use the self-checkout and I'm going to leave. Because that is one thing Target's lacking at least that Target that I go to, is that never enough like man-helmed registers. Doesn't have to be a dude, but like, you know what I'm saying, like people, not enough people interaction. There's just 5 self-checkouts and then it's kind of let you roll with that. But again, I'm not mad at that either, because I'm quicker than a lot of the fucking cashiers. Just boop, 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 boop. And a lot of motherfuckers I'm learning cannot bag. Why are you putting a full fucking thing of tea in with my potato chips? What's the matter with you? Like, no, get my hot foods dish off the fucking frozen pizza I just bought. What's the matter with you? No. No, do not put everything in one bag. As I just realized I'm wearing my fucking grocery store work shirt. I think that's it, man. What are we at? About 45 minutes? Roughly, yeah. I think we're about out of here. I was going to grab my phone and I forgot I chucked it for dramatic effect. This was not a good episode. This was not a good episode. But we're here. We got it done. Keep building these bricks. Once again, shout out to you if you're here. First time listener, last time listener. So I appreciate it. Subscribe to the YouTube. Follow on Instagram, SmithTrey7, Trey Smith TV. Follow on Twitter. Yeah, man. As of right now, no plans to stop this train. We got a good system. We're keeping this thing rolling, and we'll see you guys next week. Oh, one more thing. I was about to hit stop, and then I was like, I know there's one thing I wanted to fucking bring up. The songs of the week. Though it fucking kills me that I haven't had them played on here. I may start just putting them on the Spotify versions or the audio versions in general. I may just start doing that. But what I am definitely doing is a playlist will be compiled of all of the songs of the week. It'll be added to every week. And that'll be a way for you can just... Then you can listen how I listen. It'll be a good time. Even me. Behave. Anywho, see you guys next week. Much love. And you guys rock.